Well, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell everybody about yourself?
Okay, hi, my name is Avaryana Rose. I do a lot of acting, modeling, social media influencing, and yeah.
And I noticed you're an actress and a model. And so what made you get into acting?
So I actually started out with modeling, and I didn't really have a plan to do acting, but it just kind of came up, and I was like, why not try something different, something new? And here I am now, almost 3 years later, doing amazing projects, dyeing my hair for movie roles and all that stuff.
Right. So you started modeling first and then you got into acting.
Right.
Right. And so if you mind me asking, what age did you start acting?
I started in 2020.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm trying to do the math because I'm 18 now, so 3 years ago,
Right.
math.
So how many projects in of or films or TV shows have you done so far?
Uh, too many to formally, make a list. I've worked with a lot of amazing, cool people like, Dean Cain's, Kevin Sorbo's son, Dean Cain's son, like a lot of very cool people, amazing people that I've met, and I'm very grateful to have worked with them. But I do a lot of like, most of my acting is a range of horror, comedy, like rom-com, a lot of different things.
So you're a big horror film person.
Oh my gosh, yes, I do love horror film.
What's your favorite horror film?
Oh my gosh, right now I would have to say it's either the Conjuring series
Hmm.
or um a relatively small movie that a lot of people don't really know about. It's called Pure. It's on Hulu and it's really good.
Conjuring was really, really good. Like, okay, so which role did you enjoy the most?
Um, I don't know if I have an answer for that, just because I I enjoy it all so much. It all holds a very special place in my heart.
Oh, okay, so you don't have any. Well, I mean, it's a hard question, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I hope to be even more, successful than I am now. I'm very grateful for the success that I've achieved in this moment, but now that I'm approaching in my adulthood, I hope to gain more inclusive roles and just do more roles that are more me and things that I can actually do now that I'm an adult and not a minor.
Hmm. I totally understand. And do you have any upcoming roles?
I do have a few that I can't really talk about
Right,
because,
I totally understand, but you have a few coming out.
yeah, I do.
Do you know when it's coming out? Can you give us the audience an idea or not yet?
We're working really fast, so all that, has to happen now is recording and
Hmm.
all the behind the scenes and animation. That's what I can say. Um, so hopefully soon. We're working really trying to get this done really quickly so that we can have it out and everywhere.
Right, totally understand. What acting role have you found the most challenging and why?
Ooh, I definitely would have to say playing like a serial killer was very hard.
Hmm.
And also anything that has to do with crying, because crying on cue is not something that is easy. Definitely a challenge.
So you played as a serial killer,
I have once before, yes.
and um, when was that?
That was a few years ago. It's not out yet, unfortunately, but it was it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of fake blood involved and all that cool technical stuff.
And you said it's not out yet. Do you know when it's coming out?
I'm not sure because it was like one of those projects that what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Um, it's like a student, not a
Oh, a
student thing.
student
It's like a
film.
thesis thing, yeah.
Okay, okay. What types of roles would you like to do as an actor?
I'm open to literally like everything. I love it all. I really do. Um, mostly enjoy like the kind of different roles, like the darker ones, like serial killers and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But being a girl next door is just as fun.
So you're like a horror film person.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Wow. What acting role have you enjoyed so far?
I guess I'm gonna have to say again, literally
I think I
all of,
already said that before. I'm sorry, but
yeah, all of them are just so much fun.
okay. Okay. How do you how what approach do you do to get yourself into character?
A lot of the times I will utilize music to help me. So I think about what kind of music this character would listen to. I listen to the music and whatever kind of emotions it evokes out of me is something I'll channel.
Hmm.
Also, just talking directly to the director on what they see works really well for me. Communication is key for literally everything. So if you have an idea of what the director wants, then you're golden.
That's true. Very good. So you said you're also, if you can correct me, you're a model, but are you also like an activist? Is that correct?
Yeah, so I've done modeling for years and years and years now, but I recently started my bullying platform. Well, not so recently, but it's been a few years. I started my bullying platform because I was extremely, extremely bullied as a child, especially a child actress and a child model. Um, other girls my age and guys were extremely mean to me just for no reason. I assume now that I'm older, it was definitely rooted in jealousy, but I started that just to kind of show awareness of how people and children and everybody in the industry is bullied for what they do.
Wow. I'm so sorry that you got bullied. And
It's
yeah.
okay. It has built me into the person I am now. So, in a sense, I am grateful for that experience.
And I'm glad you're speaking about it. We need to speak awareness about it. It's very important to tell people that they're not alone. It's good to speak up, and
For sure.
people make music about it, or they get into, interacting.
Actually, in the process of making a project about it. So, I'm trying my best to spread the word and, target audience and target people and
Hmm.
um, working in LA to do that. So it's a really big opportunity that I'm really excited for, and I can't wait to like have it out and just have people know Babes Against Bullying more, which is my platform.
That's true. So, how was LA, by the way? And happy belated birthday again. How was Los Angeles?
Thank you. It was definitely an experience. I I loved it, honestly. I was on Venice Beach, and that is a very, very interesting place if you've ever been there before. It's not really any other places like that. But I got to experience driving down like PCH and Malibu, which
Hmm.
was a lot of fun. Very, very cool. In LA, there's so much different scenery wherever you go, and it was awesome. But it's like meeting people and working with people in LA was like definitely the best part.
Is that your first time?
Oh no, I've been that was my third time going.
Okay. Okay. Of course, there's a lot of things to do in LA. Did you hike up the Hollywood sign?
I did that last time, so I didn't do it this time. This time I was focused on,
Right, right.
enjoying the trip and just having fun and working with people.
That's good. That's good you enjoyed LA. LA is amazing. Of course. So, you said you're working on current project, and what's your greatest strength as an actress so far?
I think for me, it's the range of different type of characters I can play. So with my hair really dark and red like this, I can do more like darker, like angsty roles. But usually I have blonde hair, so I do a lot of, love interest, girl next door. Like I have a lot of range when it comes to like my physical appearance because I'm what is considered ethnically ambiguous. So I've been very blessed to have that opportunity, and it's definitely helped me a lot.
Well, that's good. And then another question, what do you believe is the most challenging aspect of an actress, being an actress?
Definitely getting yourself into an emotional headspace is really hard because, as you yourself, you want to be like, oh, I wouldn't react that way. I would say something completely different, but you have to put yourself into that, headspace, and getting into that role is definitely super challenging. But once you get the hang of it, it gets easier and easier.
Right, that's true. That's true. And you're an actress, and so in the future, do you focus more on being a model, or do you focus yourself being more an actress, or do you do both, like in the future?
So at the moment, I am super focused on acting, and I have been for the past 3 years. So I love modeling. I'll do modeling here and there, but it's not really what I'm focusing on right now. Right now is definitely acting because I found some success in acting and I'm enjoying it. So, why not have fun?
That's true. Because I know a lot of people like to do both, but you're focusing only on one. So, and how about school? How do you focus from doing school and then the acting, and then of course, you're not doing much modeling, but how do you focus on all of that and then like when you're not doing school, you can do modeling, but like how do you have time?
That's the question I get asked so much. And the answer is, um, I I'm homeschooled, so I have a very
Okay.
flexible schedule, and I do all my own schoolwork. So I manage it on my own. I'm teaching myself and doing all my work on my own. So it's been very manageable, actually.
Okay. And you're in, if you mind me, you're in Florida, right?
Yes, yes.
I interviewed another actress who's in Florida, Miss Caroline Sky, and she's also homeschooled as well. So she does the same thing as you are. So, um, where do you like you said, you have to get your mind on and focus to make yourself cry. So, what's your advice for other actors and actresses to get there?
For me, just think about what you would do if you were in that situation. I know that's kind of a touchy thing to say, but you're not supposed to put yourself in a character, but if it helps you to be emotionally invested in that,
Hmm.
I say, put yourself in there and just see if that invokes any type of emotion. You could think about like past experiences as well, which definitely helps out with like the facial part of it. Because I find that you focus more on the tears rather than the facial aspect of it, and both of them really go hand in hand. So it's definitely a challenge and takes lots of practice.
Right, 100%. What role, or if any, deeply affected you and changed you in a permanent manner?
Wow, so two come to mind. A wave of kindness would definitely be one. Um, Not for sale for sure. Another one, not for sale, focuses on human trafficking. So it was an extremely emotional role for me because I was a girl who was unfortunately, trafficked and almost completely trafficked, but I got saved. But anyways, A Wave of Kindness is about a girl who lost her mother and she just is going through all these stages, super emotional as well. Broken. A lot of these roles are very heavy topics, and that's what I like to focus on because a lot of people are scared to talk about those things, but I think those are the things that should be talked about the most. So
Mhm.
Broken is about parental abuse. So I say this a lot, but I put my blood, real tears, and lots of sweat into Broken. We filmed that whole feature film in just 4 days. So I like Broken is my child. Like I put all of me into it, and um it was just it was so crazy. But
Right,
I'm
right.
very proud.
And now I want to get back into that film that you were talking about, the human trafficking and everything. I actually saw the trailer, to be honest, before I had you on. And it's very powerful. And first of all, I'm deeply sorry it almost happened to you. And it's good that you're bringing awareness about it. Very important. Unfortunately happens a lot in this country, in other countries, and very important that you're, making a film about it. So, if you don't mind, we can talk a little bit about it. It's like what age was that when that happened to you? I don't want to get too deep, but if you mind me.
Oh, I didn't mean to give the impression that it happened to me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. My character in the movie almost got trafficked,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna not gonna lie and say that it hasn't almost happened to me, but I've had situations where things like human trafficking could definitely have happened, but I don't go anywhere myself, so I always have people with me, and that's I think one of the reasons why I've been safe this whole time, because especially when you're in the industry, that is one of the main um, gateways of human trafficking. So
Hmm.
people will reach out to you and say, "Hey, you want to be a model? Like, come and do the shoot." And then that's how you kind of get into it.
Right,
So
right.
me having people with me keeps me safe and keeps me away from danger.
Yes, totally. And I wasn't talking, my correction. I didn't mean to say you, but I know it sounded like you, but and it's good to, like I said, it's good making films about it because it's very important. It doesn't matter if you're a guy actress or a female actress, don't go by yourself public because you never know what happen. So a little bit more about you is what is your favorite hobby and what do you like to do for fun when you're not acting and you're not doing school and you're not doing modeling?
A lot of people don't really see this in me, but I'm actually very introverted. So my dream, like Friday night, is staying at home, reading a book, just relaxing.
Really?
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't really think that about me, but I love, quiet time, just time to myself, me time, that kind of thing.
So you don't go out with your friends Friday night or watch a movie, nothing?
I'll do those sometimes, but I definitely prefer to be, in my own company and just relax and watching a movie and all that
Hmm.
stuff.
And then also I noticed I saw on your Instagram story that you play some game shows with you and your friend about guessing actors and actresses' age. And so how often do you do that?
So I did that while I was in LA, which was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. That was for famous birthdays, and I usually try to do things like that as much as I can, but unfortunately, all of those experiences are in LA and I'm in Florida, so it's kind of a hike. But
Right, right.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I noticed you got close, but did you get any more close?
I got so close. Um, Unfortunately, no, I didn't win, but I was almost there. It was like
Oh,
one letter off.
so which one were you the one letter off?
Oh my gosh. I was guessing their ages, and if they were 25, I would always guess like 24 or 26. Like never really on the dot, but right there.
I noticed you were almost close. What's your favorite memory so far on set?
Just meeting amazing people on set and creating those bonds with people. Because I know I can confidently say now, like I've met some of my best friends on set, and they are still people I talk to this day, like daily. And that's the thing I'm most grateful for is the people that I meet on set and the people that I can relate to and talk to and work with and hopefully work with again in the future.
That's good. And do you have any funny or interesting stories behind the scenes or on set so far?
Set is so much fun. Like a lot of people think it's a very serious environment, and it can be, but most of the time everyone's joking around with each other, everyone's messing around, having snacks. Like it's a very chill environment most of the time, unless you're filming like a very emotionally, invested scene.
Hmm.
But a lot of times everyone's messing with each other, throwing jokes, taking funny pictures. So it's definitely a lot of fun. I think one specific example that comes to mind is when I worked with Dean Cain, and I was filming this scene where I was trying to cry, and in between scenes, he kept making me laugh. So the director would be like, "All right, let's go, let's go, let's go." So I was like trying not to laugh, and then trying to cry, and then laughing, and then crying and laughing. Like, it was just so crazy, but definitely something I'll never forget.
And when was that?
That was when I was filming Not for Sale.
Hmm.
So Dean actually played the detective. So he was trying to question me, and I was crying, because I had just gotten like almost really badly trafficked. So I was really upset.
Hmm.
And it was just so funny because he was, saying these hilarious like jokes, and I was trying so hard not to laugh because I was trying to stay in my headspace. But I really do appreciate him for that because sometimes in acting you can't take things too seriously.
Right.
So I appreciate
That's
him
true.
for the laughs and the smiles.
Right. And is that you have to remind me, that's the one you took a picture with him on your Instagram. Yes. And Dean, I've seen him in many movies, his character, and he's a great actor. It's great that you got to work with him. And I've heard, like I said,
Same.
you're not the only one. I've heard that he's very funny. Like he's hard to, stay. Sometimes you have to step out of the room so you can get in character because he's like.
I know.
So were you able to cry? Did he let you cry or like was it not still?
It was really challenging. I had to like have my hands buried in my face, so I didn't have to have the actual tears coming down, but I was still like, very upset. And um
He
it
didn't
was
want you to
really
cry.
hard to keep like going back and forth, back and forth.
Right. He probably didn't want you to cry.
That's what I'm thinking.
So, now, do you have any hidden talents that nobody knows about you, only your family knows and your friends don't?
Wow. Um, I am really good at yoga. Like I'm very flexible because this is public knowledge because I did cheer for a lot of years in gymnastics, but I'm very flexible. So a lot of the times when I try things, like different sports or anything, I find that I am pretty good at them, which is really weird. Just trying different things. Like I could do tennis. I could do tennis pretty well. Like just different things that you
Hmm.
wouldn't really think would correlate with flexibility, but it really does.
Wow. And is that so you're good at yoga. Is there any other hidden talents? Do you sing or
That's something I get asked a lot, which I've been hesitant to venture into because I've never considered myself a singer. So I'm very hesitant to like venture into that. But I've been working with someone in LA who's kind of giving me some pointers and helping me through things. So maybe we'll
maybe?
get there.
Okay. Okay. Without giving anything away, what's your favorite dialogue line?
Okay, there's so many that I could
You
think
can
of right.
you can give a couple of them out.
So the one that specifically comes to mind is in the movie that I did called A Wave of Kindness. Um, I worked with Kevin Sorbo's son. His name is
Hmm.
Braden Sorbo. He is so funny, by the way. So on set, we were constantly laughing and we were playing brother and sister. So, he was messing with me, like not pushing me around. He was like messing with me. And we like had that brother sister chemistry really good on set. So what comes to mind is when my character was telling his character, "Oh, like I'm going out." And he's like, "Where?" And I was like, "To a library." He said, "Oh?" I said, "Yeah, to check out a book." He said, "What book?" I said, "The Chronicles of Narnia." So it's just me being extremely snarky towards him for like
Hmm.
a lot of the movie, but it's so funny. We had like awesome dialogue between each other.
And do you still talk to
Oh yeah, yeah.
him? And what's your advice for someone who wants to get into acting?
Follow your instincts on what you think is right for you.
Hmm.
If a role doesn't speak to you and you don't feel like it's something you could connect with, don't do it. Um, that's definitely something that I've experienced firsthand. If you don't feel like something is right for you, stay away and always follow your gut instinct and your heart and just be yourself always.
And how about modeling? What's your advice for someone?
For modeling, I'd say always, oh, that's my dog. Say always be careful of the opportunities that are coming to you. Um, I guess always be safe, know your surroundings, never do anything alone, always have someone with you. And yeah, just first and foremost, safety is the most important thing. So
Hmm.
always keep that in the forefront of your mind when you're doing anything modeling or even acting related.
That's very true, 100%. So a little bit more about you. What is your favorite food and your favorite TV show and what do you do like your own spare time other than like school and yoga?
So I love all types of spicy food. I am a spicy food person. I love it. Like I eat it like almost every day. It's crazy. Like and I've always been like that. I love spicy food and I love Japanese food. Japanese food is really good. Let's see what else.
Oh, so if you like Japanese food, of course, have you been to Little Tokyo in Los Angeles?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, you need to go because there's a lot of Japanese food and it's amazing. So I didn't know you like Japanese food. It's really I'm from Japan by the way, but I'm really glad, Japanese food's really good. So, what's your favorite spicy food?
Oh, I love like spicy ramen. I love ramen. Ramen's like my favorite thing in the world.
Really? So you could just eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yeah, 100%.
How about your like favorite TV show that you could watch? If you could watch your favorite TV show all day, and that's the only thing you could watch over and over and over, what would it be?
Cliche answer, but definitely Vampire Diaries.
That's a good one. I mean, I watch it, even though for me, it's embarrassing to say that, but I watch it. It's really good, really good.
It's really good, yeah.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I am actually the youngest of three, so I have three older brothers, and if that
And
says anything about me,
you're the only sister.
the only girl, yes.
Wow. So how do they feel that their youngest sister is an actress, a model, and are they kind of like, "Ooh, we got to protect our sister"? And
Oh, definitely. They've always been like that. Um, they are very fierce in their protection of me, and they always make sure that, like whatever I'm doing is safe, and they're always telling me like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. So like,
and how do they feel about seeing you on screen and meeting these actors and actresses and how do they?
of course they always make fun of me, but deep down, they do tell me like they're proud of me and that it's cool what I do. But of course they're gonna be like, "You, is that you?"
That's true. And are they? Of course, I have to ask. They're not into acting.
Oh no, not at all.
No, no. Are they interested or no?
They are mostly interested in instrument and music stuff. So one of my brothers does drumming and one of them does guitar and singing a little tiny bit. So
Hmm. Wow. So they're singers. So you have a singer in the family. So there's a chance you may.
I know there's a little chance.
Right, right. And you said you're afraid to do it, but you said you're willing to give it a shot.
I've tried it once and it was interesting. Definitely not my style, but I think once I try something a little bit more my style, I'll like it
Hmm.
more.
And where did you do it? Was it in Florida or was it in LA?
That was in Florida, yeah.
Okay. And you didn't feel and like it wasn't your music type or what was it?
It was just I listened to very like different music, so my music taste is all over the place, but for the most part I listen to like I don't know how to explain it, like not emo, but like a little bit heavier on the music side.
Like hard rock music.
Yeah, hard rock, like Suicide Boys, Night Lavelle, like stuff like that.
Okay.
And like Paramore.
Hmm.
And the thing I was singing was like a Disney thing, so it was like completely on the other end of the spectrum. So I was like,
So you, so you're like a person that likes to sing like Lady Gaga song, maybe. If
oh,
so,
definitely,
you too.
I love some Lady Gaga.
Right. So you're kind of like that. You're not like a Disney person. You're not
Mm-mm.
a Disney person. So you would not work well being on a Disney set.
No.
Wow. So you like spicy food, you like, ramen, and so like what's your favorite color? And like, do you have any specific favorite color?
As you could tell, I really do love red. I like dark colors, but sometimes I also really do love pink, which is really shocking.
Oh
I
wow.
love like a light pink sometimes.
Hmm. And I don't know if I asked you this, but do you have any other upcoming audition roles? I know you can't probably talk them, but do you have any upcoming?
Um, I do have some upcoming things, but unfortunately, yeah, I can't talk about it too much. For the most part, though, I am going to be playing very interesting roles. So I've dyed my hair for this next upcoming role, which is going to be so much fun, which I'm very excited for.
Wow. And is it, I don't know if you can give us a hint. Is it like a horror movie maybe?
It's more realism, but
Hmm.
definitely there are some aspects of horror in it. It's scary, but not like in a ghosty type of scary, more
Hmm.
like real life kind of scary.
Right, right. Well, I found you on Instagram because I interview a lot of actors and actresses around the world, Europe and all the way to the West Coast. But, I especially want to reach out because you're in the industry and I support every actor and every actress and models, producers and directors in this industry. You know, Supporting each other is very important. And especially for you who are talking about anti-bully. My talk show is about anti-bully, anti-suicide, suicide prevention. And it's very important, I'm glad that you are yourself, you're talking about bully prevention and all this, it's very important for, that's makes me happy that there are people out there that doing it as well. It's very important. So I'm very proud of you and don't stop. Keep it up.
Thank you. I am very has a very special place in my heart
Hmm.
because bullying and suicide really do go hand in hand. So I just want to make a difference in whatever way I can.
Right. For me, especially when I lost three friends to suicide. So, and it's very important to talk about it, suicide prevention. It's very important to reach out. If you it doesn't matter if they're in the entertainment industry or not, you want to reach out to people to let them know that, hey, we're here for you, right? You can spend 30 minutes on a phone or, hey, go to lunch with them, go to dinner with them, you never know, you could impact their life.
Exactly.
It's very, very important. And I think that meant, we as a society, we need to talk more about bullyism, anti-bully, right? And also we need to talk more about suicide prevention. If we talk more about that, I believe that we can prevent suicide, that the number can decrease. It's like every 15 seconds someone tries to commit suicide, right? And it's like, how can that happen, right? How about we decrease that number, right? And if we can decrease that numbers, we're making a change, right? And that's what we want to do. So and as you as being an actress and me being a talk show host, it's very important that we make films about stuff, and films and TV shows, and we're we're showing the audience that we can, we're telling their stories. So
Right.
very important. Thank you for, and don't, keep it up. Don't stop.
Thank you. I have fully plans to.
Right. And I really appreciate you coming on my show. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But I definitely, can't wait to have you back again and talk about your future films.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
And real quick, do you know when they're coming out? Or I know you can't talk about it yet. Not yet, you don't know.
I hope in the next few months, but you know how film industry is. Things take forever to come out.
Right, right. And are you going back to LA again?
I have plans to soon.
I go back to LA a lot. I'm actually in the Mountain Time Zone in Arizona area, but not that far.
Okay.
So, but yeah, LA is amazing. And real quick, did you go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I did that last time I was there, yeah.
Did you walk the whole thing?
I think I did. I walked like at least a good mile or so.
Mile, right. And did you walk both sides all the way and all the way the other?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a long walk,
It is, yeah.
and it's hard to keep your head down to look at the main because your neck gets so tired and you're like, wait,
Yeah, oh, who's that? Who's that?
yeah, it's so cool. So then it's like your neck gets so sore 'cause
Yeah.
I don't look down that much because like you can't run into people. So,
Hmm.
but it's really cool that you went there. So anyway, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you for coming on my show and talk about your stories and about your films, about your modeling. And I'll definitely stay in touch with you, and I definitely can't wait to have you back.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.